This is the third lesson on parallelism. We're going to go through coordinating conjunctions, some examples with to be as well, and some correlative conjunctions. So this is more about style than grammar. I have to be honest and say some of this would still be acceptable grammatically, some wouldn't. But some is a question of style, and so I'm just trying to make your English look neater, and mine too. The more familiar I am with this kind of stuff, the more lessons I do on YouTube, the better I get at it too. So parallelism with coordinating conjunctions. Look at this first example. Earning money is good, but to win money is even better. So but is our coordinating conjunction. There are some others here, and, or, so, but, for, yet, nor. And with these two sides of the sentence, I hope you can see we're making some kind of comparison. Just like I've said in other lessons, use parallelism when you're comparing A and B. And A and B, or X and Y, must be fairly similar in order to be compared. They must both be nouns, or they must both be gerunds, or they must both be participle phrases. And so that's the idea behind parallelism. You can't compare two completely unlike things. You have to compare two things of the same group. So earning money is good, but to win money is even better. I hope you can see that earning and to win are different, yeah? So we could say earning money is good, but winning money is even better. Or we could say to earn money is good, but to win money is even better. Yeah, to earn money is good, but to win money is even better. So you can see there's two possibilities there. We could go for that one, if we're going to use this one, or we could go for the 2 plus infinitive if we're going to use the 2 plus infinitive. I actually prefer to earn money is good, but to win money is even better. But there's no difference. They're more or less the same whether you use the gerund or the 2 plus infinitive form. The meaning remains pretty similar. Okay, the book is engrossing and a provocative work. Now, we're comparing A and B here, yeah? Well, we're not even comparing them, but we're making a... we're bringing the listener's attention to two different points about the book, and the conjunction and must join similar points, okay? So an adjective here and a noun here, I mean with an adjective, but the noun is what's important. We've even got an A. That's not correct. We can't have an adjective here and a noun here. It's grammatically wrong. So the way to fix it is to get rid of A and put an here. And then when we say an engrossing and provocative work, now it's an engrossing work on this side and a provocative work on this side. An engrossing work and a provocative work. We don't need to repeat the work on both sides. We can just miss that here. But it's still implied. The book is an engrossing work and a provocative work. And then it's completely correct. But we don't need to write work here. We can miss it out. Okay, look at the next one. The bride fainted, the groom came to help, and the guests were shocked. Now, what I don't like here is perhaps more style than grammar, but we have passive here, and we have active and active. It's better to stay with these different elements in the list. Actually, it's a list. It's better to stay in active. The bride fainted, the groom came to help, and the commotion shocked the guests, let's say, yeah? The commotion shocked the guests. And that sounds much nicer. You'll see a lot of this parallelism in political speeches, in historical speeches, in poetry. And so it does sound very nice. It's very persuasive. It's easy to remember a parallel speech. So let's look at the next one. This is quite easy to remember. To have and having on either side of the is wrong. And here we're making, not making a comparison, but we're looking at both of them. To have lied is to have suffered. This was a quote I took from Voltaire. I think it's from Voltaire. And you can see how it's nice and equal now. It's nice and balanced. To have lied is the same as to have suffered. So when you're saying two things are similar, A and B are similar, when you're linking them with the verb to be, you really ought to have parallel structures on both sides. And you see exactly that in this interesting quote from Aristotle. For the end of a theoretical science is truth, but the end of a practical science is performance. Notice the repetition on both parts of the conjunctive of the coordinating conjunction. So we have that repetition of element A, and part B is in both cases it's a noun. And so if he had used an adjective or participle phrase there, it would never have sounded anywhere near as nice as it does. So please be aware of this in writing and literature when you analyse literature. There's a very famous beginning of one of Charles Dickens's books. I think it's A Tale of Two Cities, where he says it was the best of times, it was the worst of times, it was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness, and he goes through this repetition, and there's loads of parallelism in it, and it sounds very nice. Okay, correlative conjunctions. He prefers neither to work nor help. Now, please remember, on these correlative conjunctions, we've got to have balance on each side of the nor. X nor Y. And to get that balance, we need to use the same forms of the verb. He prefers neither to work nor to help. And then we got balance on both sides, yeah? You might think maybe we can just get rid of that too, because maybe you're thinking about in summer and winter. But it seems to me that prepositions are different from a to plus infinitive and a gerund form. Yeah, with this to plus infinitive, it must be repeated on both sides. So don't think of the to preposition here as a preposition. Think of it as to plus infinitive and to plus infinitive. Yeah, we can't miss it this time. Just as X, so Y. So here, just as his father donated money, so money that was donated by him. Now, I'm not so keen on the active and the passive. Again, I think it sounds better if we keep it active, and we can actually get rid of this, the whole of it, because we can use an auxiliary verb to represent donated money. It's in past tense, so it would have to be did. So, did he. And that's all we need. Just as his father donated money, so did he. And it becomes simpler and a bit clearer and a bit easier to understand. Both X and Y, he is both kind and a very generous man. Again, we've got an adjective being compared to a noun. So we could fix this a few different ways. We could say something like this: he is both a kind and generous man. That would be fine, because then we mean a kind man and a generous man. Or we could say he is both kind and generous, because then we have two adjectives. But both forms sound better than this form where we've got an adjective and a noun. Okay, whether X or Y. By the way, there are loads of these correlative conjunction patterns. Some of them are adverbs, some of them are conjunctions, but there are lots, so you might want to learn some of those. They help you string together sentences. But whether we decide to stay or go makes no difference. Okay, I hope you can see it should be to. Again, whether we decide to stay or to go makes no difference. Okay, if you have any questions about this parallelism, please put them under the video. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope to see you all soon.